hope and make you feel alright. Rainbow, I promise the future and life. Love is light as we shine to the whole world, Honey, we're number one on this platform. Yes, I hope we are keeping Good evening, good evening. Yes, I had to share the live myself. You can do same as you join me. Even gonna be hotter tomorrow, next tomorrow, and the day after. God will have to help us. I hope we're not gonna melt. Susan, I think I'm seeing you from somewhere. Good evening, everyone. Oh, yeah. Yes, happy Monday. Is it the last name? Not the last Monday. Oh my goodness. Really? 8 more days, just a week to go. And we'll say goodbye, June, and welcome July. Mm, my goodness, it's not a birthday. Yeah, my son is, it's his birthday next month, actually. That's the second. I hope we are keeping well. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Insight with FunmiRoyal. The day the Lord has made. Indeed, we ought to rejoice and be glad in it. I hope we are keeping well. Sons and daughters. Okay, the first sight of you, I didn't say the full name. Sons and daughters, I want to believe. Good evening to you. I hope you are keeping well. Happy Monday to you. Yes. A beautiful day the Lord has made. Indeed, very, very hot. I think it was about 27. It's the grace of joining from hopefully the weather is cooler in the evening. Go for a walk if you finish on time. I hope we're keeping well. I hope the day has been good to you. Yeah, it's been a long day for me, and it's even gonna get longer. But we thank God, we cannot complain. Thank God for His grace. Oh, I have to do something quickly. Yes. Let me know where you're joining from, sons and daughters. Let me know where you're joining in the UK. And I'm live here in UK in Essex. Let me know where you're joining from. Yeah, the truth is, I'm somewhat tired, but I just have to be here to do this. Yeah, please help me share this live to your followers, invite more friends, Let them be part of this crucial talk today. Well, it's always crucial talk here. Um, what is that? Celebrating the last day of Roblox with a birthday wish. I don't know what that is or what that is, to be honest. It's Passion. I see you. User 396. Good evening. Welcome. Please help me share this live. Fastest way, click down on your screen and hold it up for about 3-4 seconds. And some names will pop up. I don't know what's wrong with this light now. Some names will pop up and just click send, and scroll all the way down and send to all your friends. Good evening. How are you? Happy Monday. I talked on Thursday, but you didn't stay. I think you were one of those who stayed for like a minute or so, but thank you for joining in. I hope you're going to stay today. I hope your day has been good. Rashi, I see you. Thank you so much for joining. Guys, I have my talk as usual. I'm going to go into my talk and looking at this topic. I was going to say looking at this stress. Yes, some of us are stressed, but we have to learn to manage it. Otherwise, hey, it might just fall apart. We can't afford to fall apart. Yes, thank you so much. I hope you can hear me. I will try to project the best, really. So we're looking at managing stress today. Bim Hong, I think. Good to see you. A13, good evening. My brother from another mother. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you. Let's invite our friends, especially those workaholic friends you've got, those who work from morning till night and they refuse to sleep on time and all of that. Let's invite them. Let them come and listen to this topic today because it impacts everyone. As an individual, we all go through stress from time to time, but doing and manage it, or is the stress managing us really? Toots, I see you. Good evening. Please help me invite your friends. Let them be part of our talk today. Toots, thanks for joining. Where is Toots joining from this evening? Where is Toots joining from? Let's know where you're joining from today. So, yeah, let's break it down as much as we can so we have a better understanding. Michael, I see you. Good evening. Let's know where Michael is joining in from tonight. We're looking at this topic today, managing stress. Managing stress. Stress is a normal part of life, no doubt about it. Every individual, regardless of their age, their gender, occupation, status, experiences, they all stress at some point. So it doesn't matter whether you have a soft job, hard job, whatever kind of job, you might just go through certain stress in your individual lives. Yes, hey, your family might stress you, your siblings might stress you, even spouse may stress you. Emily Boxer, I see you. Children may stress you. House chores may stress you. All sorts, are there to kind of stress us out. Tashak, I see you. Good evening. Yeah, but stress it can arise from work pressures, financial challenges. Emily, good evening. Oh, big love to you. Right back at you. Jesus loves me. 777. I see you. Good evening. So, stress can arise from work pressure, financial challenges, family responsibilities, health concerns, relationship difficulties, academic demands. I can go on, or even unexpected life events. All of this can bring about stress. So, as individuals, the issue is not whether we will face stress, because all the things I've mentioned and much more can actually bring about stress, but it's about how we respond to that stress. How are you lately with stress? Well, if you've been stressed with whatever, work, life, all of these things I've mentioned. I've been Bola Twins TV. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. Please help me share to all your TV crew members, all your followers. Let them be part of this talk. Yeah, because when you work with a television of some sort, it could be stressful. You have to get all of this, edit this, package that, bring out this. You have to be on time. It could be stressful sometimes. That's why you have to be passionate about what you're doing, but that passion keeps you going. So, as individuals, like I said, the issue is not whether we face stress or not, but how we respond to it. So, when we manage stress properly, stress can motivate us to grow, adapt, and become more resilient because it's very important. Yeah, it's a common experience indeed. However, when left unmanaged, when you leave stress, if you don't manage stress, it can affect our physical health, really. I've experienced quite a lot. Emotional well being, relationship, productivity, even your spiritual life. Dare I say that? So, managing stress is therefore not about eliminating challenge from our lives, really, but it's about developing healthy ways to cope with life's demand while maintaining balance, peace, and well being. Because it's very important. You know, the way God has created us, anything too much, whether for your mind to handle, your emotions to handle, your physical strength to handle, it will suffer. You will suffer somehow, some way. So it's about how we manage all the stress that comes up in life. So, what is stress really? Let's break it down some more. Let's break it down. Stress is the body's natural response to pressure, change, or perceived threats. It's a signal that sometimes or something requires our attention or action. It's like a signal, something requiring our attention or our action. Tessie, I see you. Good evening. So, stress can be positive stress. Have you ever thought about that? Yes, positive stress known as eustress. This type of stress motivates us to perform well and achieve our goals. And I give you examples so you understand what I mean. Preparing for a promotion, you know, you're stressed, oh, I have to get ready, but you're excited at the same time. So it's a kind of positive stress. Kofi, I see you. Good evening. Team Prof, I think. I see you. Good evening to you. Welcome. Another type of positive stress is starting a new job. It's exciting. You know, you're intrigued, you want to learn, meet new people, connect, and all of that. Another one is planning a wedding. Oh boy, it is stressful, but you're enjoying it because I mean, it's your wedding, you know? And then again, taking an important exam can be stressful, but you're determined to get that qualification. So you have to go through that stress of studying some more. You know, those are good kind of stress, you stress that we go through as individuals. Thank you, A13. Thank you so much. So, as you have those positive one, you stress, we have distress, which is the negative stress. This occurs when pressure becomes overwhelming and difficult to manage. Example is financial hardship. Hi, A13. Chronic illness. Oh my God, all those are negative stress. Relationship breakdowns after all the hard work, after being the best you can be, and all of that, and it still breaks out, it will stress you, or even loss of a loved ones. So the key difference lies in how we perceive and manage the situation. Otherwise, it can tell on you that this person looks stressed. Um, Thank you, A13. Thank you for the heart to me. I think good evening to you. I hope you're good. So let's break it down some more. Common causes of stress. Let's listen out to this because we might be able to identify with one or two. Even I myself, when I was preparing this, I said, hey, Lord, I even need a refresher myself. So let's look at common causes of stress. As individuals, stress may come from various areas of our lives. Work-related stress. It will come if you're in a work that is so stressful. You have to meet deadlines, heavy workloads, job insecurity. You're in a role, but 10 other people are doing stuff so that it seems like they want to take over your job. They stress you because you have to keep in, put in effort and all of that. So stress from work. Oh my goodness. Sometimes like you feel like running away, but then you know what you're doing, you can't afford to. And again, workplace conflict can bring about stress. Financial stress as well. We're looking at common causes of stress. We have financial stress, debt. There's so much debt as you're paying one, another one is surfacing like that. It's like never ending, rising in the cost of living. For you budget a certain amount, you go out there and you find out, oh my goodness, you will buy 10 bags of groceries. And now this one, you can barely fit 3 bags, and you're wondering, it's just stressing you. You're working so hard, you barely bought anything, the money's gone, and all it's stress. Cost of living can bring about stress, financial stress. Unemployment can bring financial stress, unexpected expenses, things you didn't bargain for, especially when you're talking about extended family and all. They don't care as long as you bring the money. So this financial commitment can bring about stress as well. What else can cause stress? Family and relationship stress. Yes, dare I say that. You're lucky you're in a good family. They don't stress you. In fact, they call you to make sure you're comfortable, you're okay. Hey, you're enjoying life. Thank God for you. However, some people, family, and their relationship will bring about stress, marital issues, parental or parenting issues, caring for aging relatives, family disagreements. All this will contribute stress to your life. As an individual, really, again, you have health related stress. This one, nobody plans for it. It just happens sometimes. Sometimes a little harm here and there before you know, bam, health-related stress, chronic illness. You only have headache. You just have to go to the doctors because paracetamol is not doing it anymore, and you just have to go to the doctors. Look, this headache has been there for a week now. I've taken this, ibuprofen, I've taken all sorts. It's not going away, and they're like, okay, let's just go for a test, and then they tell you to come in. They don't talk to you over the phone, and your heart is beating fast. You're beginning to stress. What could they want to tell you? What are they trying to tell you? You have to go there in person. Your heart start beating fast. You're anxious, and all of that. They'll bring about stress. And then, the C word, cancer this, cancer that. Imagine chronic illness. It can bring about stress. Medical diagnosis, falls under that. Physical limitations, and all of a sudden you cannot do this. You get stressed out because these are things you used to do normally, and now they've told you you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't eat this, you're just stressing more and more. And this can affect you in the long term. It can affect your mental well-being, it can affect your emotional well-being, your physical well-being. Again, personal expectations can stress us sometimes. So we create stress for ourselves sometimes, guys. Think about it. How? Through perfectionism. It just have to be perfect. You're fussing over it. Hey, but the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed, but you're still fussing. Let's push it this way. Calm down. Are you a perfectionist? Calm down, because you will just be stressing and stressing. Sometimes it's unrealistic goals we set for ourselves. They're just unrealistic. And then we're stressing and stressing, fighting people along the way. You don't understand. Calm down. Are those goals realistic, really? Think about it. Go back and replan. Again, fear of failure. You don't want to fail, therefore your best is not good enough. You just put everything. You're not sleeping because you want to. You can't afford to fail. Let's be calm now, because these things takes a toll on us and on our well-being. Comparing ourselves to others, we're not good enough. Let's try more. Let's do more. Because there's only so much your strength can carry you. Snow Heart, I see you. Tina Bean, I see you. It's amazing the things we do to ourselves sometimes. Okay, so let's break it down further. Signs that stress is affecting us. Signs, those signs you have to look out for. Yeah, sometimes they may appear subtle, but then the subtleness is not getting subtler, so to say. You just have to be mindful. So recognizing stress is the first step towards managing it. Do you even recognize it if you see whatever it is? Let's look at the physical signs that stress might be affecting us. Constant headaches, constant fatigue, muscle tension. These are things I had to find out myself. If you're having muscle tension unnecessarily, check. You might just be stressed. Sometimes it's difficulty sleeping. Perhaps you're stressed. You close your eyes, you lie down on your bed, your mind is still working like that. Before you know, 2 hours is gone. You've not slept. And you have to wake up in another 3, 4 hours. You have difficulty sleeping. Those are physical signs of someone going through stress or suffering from stress. Changes in appetite. Sometimes the things you will eat will relax you. You don't feel like eating them anymore. In fact, you don't even feel like eating, period. And then you find out that a lot is going on. Tea praise. Good evening. How are you? I hope you're keeping well. How's our baby? And everybody too. Thank you so much for joining in. Let's look at emotional signs that someone is actually being affected by stress. The emotional signs, number one, anxiety. I mean, there's good anxiety, there's bad one, but this anxiety, you know that this is anxiety. Sometimes it's irritability, mood swings, whether man or woman, it doesn't matter. Because some men, when they're so stressed like this, you're even offering them food, they will shout before they realize that it's actually food you're bringing their way. But because they're stressed, and they're trying to push that stress on whoever is around them at the time. So they can't feel overwhelmed. So it's not about man or woman now. As long as you're a human being, you're an individual, these things check. Are you feeling overwhelmed? Do you lack motivation? Maybe it is stress that is bringing about all of this and talking about in terms of the emotional signs. It does happen. And mental signs also include difficulty concentrating. You just can't, you want to read a paragraph and you need to make a note. You've read it 3 times. It's like the more you read, the more nothing sticks and you can't even write your report. So are you the type having difficulty concentrating? Perhaps you're stressed. Forgetfulness. This one, hey, God will have to help us. Some of us, it comes with old age. But if you're the type, you're always forgetting stuff and maybe you're too stressed. You have so much on you, you can't even remember things when they matter, when you need them to remember. Mental signs can include negative thinking. You're just negative in your thinking. When you speak, everybody will turn and why did they just say that? Why did you just say that? It's like we're trying to find solution. We're trying to be positive in our thinking. But all you kept bringing your own solution is so negative that, in fact, the least person in the room will wonder something is wrong with this person. Those are mental signs that someone might be suffering from stress. And again, constant worry. Oh, this, you have to do this. Oh, this is not good enough. Oh, that, constant worry about everything and anything. There are mental signs that you really need to calm down. The stress level is going ding dong high. Again, dare I say, spiritual signs that someone is actually being affected by stress. You find out that you have a reduced prayer life, you're not praying as much as you should, probably it's because of stress. You lose your peace. It's like, that peace you always experience is like it's just gone. You're agitated, you're all over the place. Maybe because of stress and it's affecting you spiritually. You find it difficult trusting God because you feel you just have to put all the effort, all the effort. So you won't pray that, Father, crown my effort. It's so hard because you're stressed out already. And then again, in terms of spiritual signs, it brings about withdrawal from fellowship. You're not fellowshipping as you should. You bring up one excuse or the other, even when there's no excuse, because you're stressed. So ignoring the signs can allow stress to build over time. So I've mentioned few, but there's so many that each person really needs to examine themselves and look at what are the signs of stress in my life. Let me begin to identify them and begin to manage them or sort them out. So let's look at the impact of unmanaged stress. Yes, it would have impact. Obviously, that's why we're talking about it today on Insight with FunmiRoyal. Thank you so much for joining. Graham, good evening. C. Peters, good evening. Elder Adigbinga, good evening. I see you. Please help me share this live to your friends, your followers. Let them be part of this talk. We're talking about managing stress today. Well, if you're not stressed at all in life, please hold your hands and just be watching me talk, yeah? That probably is okay. So let's look at the impact of unmanaged stress. Good evening, sir. If we do not manage stress effectively, it can affect every area of our lives. Cake me, I see you. Good evening. Thanks for joining in today. So let's look at the physical consequences. Have you heard of high blood pressure? What causes it? Number one is stress. You find doctor, they say go and rest. Sometimes they don't even want to give you medication, they'll tell you to go and rest. Eat good food and rest. Weakened immune system. Some people are just feeling sick. They go to doctor, they test, they can't find anything. They'll tell you go and rest. Perhaps you're stressed. So those are physical consequences of the impact of unmanaged stress. Which one are you suffering from right now? Some people are already on high pressure medication already. Some are on some immune boosters or something because of stress. Again, sleep problem. A lot of people, the physical consequence that is sleep problem. Perhaps they are stressed. There's a lot on their mind. There's a lot they're going through, and they're probably in denial. They don't want to face that. You find out that even whilst you lie down, you might have 10 hours of sleep to sleep, truly. But by the time you actually calculate, some people barely 4 hours of sleep. So look at that. That's one of the physical consequences if you're impacted by unmanaged stress. And again, increased risk of illness. By the time you stress, I talked about headaches. Headaches become migraines, and becomes muscle pain, all sort of health risks you're putting yourself through because you're not managing that stress adequately. Emotional consequences it has on us. I'm trying to break it down because this is who we are. The physical part of us, the emotional part of us, the spiritual part of us, the mental part of us. Because we cannot neglect one aspect. We have to look at all of this aspect that makes us who we are. So, what are the emotional consequences? Burnout. You just feel, in fact, there is no amount of sleep that can help you in one day, really. You just have to manage that stress, manage what you do so you don't burn out. I talked about emotional consequences earlier, anxiety. This one is number one factor. You just find out that you're anxious all the time. You're just anxious. You need to calm down. These are emotional consequences. And dare I say, some people go into depression and they're so busy doing all sorts, but they are actually underneath, they are depressed. These are emotional consequences. And some are emotionally exhausted. They're emotionally exhausted. Something that somebody does that they should be filled with gratitude, they're even complaining or they are shouting or they're angry. They are emotionally exhausted. Misplaced emotions, if I can put it that way. Again, it has relational consequence. What do I mean by that? Conflict with others. Because you're stressed. Somebody is trying to help you, you're even fighting them. And it will take you a while to, oh my God, this person is actually trying to help. But because you're stressed, you're going to encroach on your relationship. Withdrawal from loved ones. You're too stressed, you're busy doing this and that. Your family, they don't even see you anymore. You're gone. They try to reach you, 100 missed calls, not one returned call, and all that. You just withdraw from loved ones. These are relational consequences. And the other one is reduced patience. Your patience level is like, zero. It's like zero. Your Excellency, good evening. Is it Amy or Amy? I see you. Good evening. Let us be mindful. Your level of patience, how is it recently or lately? Is it high? Is it low? Is it average? Dare I say again, the spiritual consequences you experience because of this stress we're talking about. Loss of joy. And somebody decided saying, I've got joy like a river, joy like a river, joy like a river in my soul. I've got joy like a river, joy like a river, joy like a river in my soul. And you're looking at them, what's joyful now? Because you're just filled with stress. And the spiritual consequences is loss of joy. You feel discouraged because you're doing everything by yourself, and it's like nothing even seems to be working. Alan, I see you. And there's spiritual dryness. You remember I'm talking about not being able to pray and all of that. Spiritual dryness. You can't pray, you can't praise, you can't worship. You're just dry. And this is why stress management is very important. Sometimes we don't pay attention to it. We just coast along until we now break down. And then so God help us, our organs are not breaking down in the process as well. So we need to learn to manage stress. And the way God has created us, let's even go a bit into the Word of God, because I'm going to look at the biblical perspective on stress. The Bible acknowledges that life contains challenges and pressure. So no doubt about that. Many biblical figures, they also experience stress. I'll just mention a few bits. If you remember the story of Moses in the Bible, Moses faced overwhelming leadership responsibilities. Like he has to be here, he has to see this film, until his father-in-law had to give him advice. You better call on men to address this issue. It's only critical issue that none of them can handle. Let them bring to you, otherwise they will die of stress. David dealt with enemies and personal struggles. Imagine he had to face Goliath. Imagine he had to run for his life, hide inside a cave, behave like a mad person. All sorts. So David even experienced that. You see, Elijah, we won't talk about, he experienced emotional exhaustion. These children laughing at him and all of that. Imagine he just called out fire to demolish these children. Even endured persecution and hardship, intense pressure. He did, because he was on earth as human. He faced a pressure, calling, Master, heal this one. Master, this one is dead. Master, wake up this one. Master, we are hungry. All sorts. If you read Matthew 11:28, I always use the New King James Version because I love that. Say, come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Jesus recognizes our burden and invites us to find rest in Him. There's this song, Find rest, my soul, in Christ alone. Know His power in quietness and love, or something like that. When the oceans rise and thunders blow, I was so with you above the storm. What storm are we going through? He says, come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden. Bring that burden, bring that stress to the presence of the Almighty. Let Him give you that yoke that is light, that whatever it is you're carrying. Some of us, we need to just stop for a moment and take deep breaths. Otherwise, we may just break down altogether. So, let's look at practical ways we can manage stress. I can't mention it all. Not everything will work for everybody, but at least I'll mention few. Try whichever one that would work for you. Esteban, I see you. Good evening. Please help me share this live to your friends, especially those workaholic friends of yours that will not sleep on time and all of that. Please send this live to them. Sam's Adage, I see you, Sam's Adage. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. So, practical ways to manage stress. One, recognize and accept your stress. Recognize and accept your stress. The first step is honesty. Because if you're not honest with yourself, tendencies you can't do nothing about is whatever you can identify, you can actually do something about. If you're just leaving that going on, not identify anything, tendencies, stress will damage you if care is not taken. So, first step is honesty. You must acknowledge what is causing that stress. I mean, when you're by yourself, reflecting, thinking by yourself, this one, nobody's there. It's not, you're not shy. I think you're not shy with yourself. What is causing that stress? How is it affecting me? These are questions we need to ask ourselves. What can I control? What can I not control? Because certain things are beyond our control, but we want to control it, and that's why we're overstressing. And then we get burnt out, we get overwhelmed, and all of it. So, ignoring stress does not make it disappear, truly. Awareness is the beginning of the change you're seeking. So, identify, be open and honest with yourself. What is causing the stress? How is it affecting you? And are you in control? Or what can you control? Focus on what you can control such that you're not stressed by the ones you cannot control. Again, second thing is develop a healthy relationship with God. And I dare say this to believers, even non-believers. Why? Because God has created us all. So when a product is malfunctioning, go to the creator, go to the manufacturer. Whether you believe in God or not, just say a prayer out there. Develop a healthy relationship with God. Prayer provides a safe place to release worries and concerns. How? If you read Philippians chapter 4, verse 6 to 7, it says, be anxious for nothing. It's hard. He knows. That's why he sent this word ahead of time for us to read and meditate on. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your request be made known to God. Meaning, pray to God, connect with God. Prayer may not remove every problem immediately, but it often changes how we face them. It could be an idea that will come to mind, how to handle that particular thing that will be stressing you. Zoe, I say you good evening. You never can tell. Take it to the Lord in prayer and say, because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. Oh, a peace we often forfeit. Oh, the needless pain we bear. Oh, because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. Take it to the Lord in prayer. I sing, it's me, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. It's me, it's me, it's me, oh Lord, because I'm the one stressed, standing in the need of prayer. Dare I be selfish? No, my brother, no, my sister, but it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. It's me, it's me, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Dare you pray for yourself when you're stressed and see what will happen. Again, third thing, manage your thoughts. Because sometimes stress starts from what is being processed here. And then it spreads to what you're feeling. And then you start behaving like one that is stressed, truly. So manage your thoughts. My thoughts influence my stress level. So what am I thinking? Negative thinking patterns such as catastrophizing, small little hey, exclamation big. You overdo everything. Calm down. You overthink, you assume the worst in your mind all by yourself. You have to calm down. All of this can increase stress. The ball that has not been there that has not never been there because of stress, this ball starts. It starts small and then it starts growing, and then they will do all sort of stuff. They say they can't see what it is, and they will tell you, go on vacation, rest, do this, and then you relax. One of the things started going again by itself. Some people have things like that, it just swelling of some sort, all sorts when they're stressed. And they need to identify that this thing is happening as a result of stress. So, can you identify that in yourself? Philippians chapter 4, verse 8 says, whatever things are true, focus on. Whatever things are noble, think about. Whatever things are just, meditate. Whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, meditate on these things. Something has come to stress you. Pause and think. What is the truth of this thing that's coming to stress? Pick on that. how can you attend to it? How just, how pure, how lovely. Meditate positively. So learning to focus on truth rather than fear helps reduce anxiety. I'm going to bring us up as I'll round up my talk today. I always give this talk so that we have a perspective to what we're discussing tonight. We don't want to go off tangent, so let's keep it focused. Again, practice healthy time management. I mean, however it works for you, because I know individuals are different to individuals. Many people experience stress because they are overwhelmed by responsibilities. Helpful strategies can include prioritizing your tasks. Take them bit by bit so that you don't feel overwhelmed, you don't feel stressed. Setting realistic goals. Remember, I talked about unrealistic goals. That's how we stress ourselves. You put this on very unrealistic. I don't even know how you intend to achieve that within that period of time. Maybe you might need to extend the time such that you're not overstressed. So, setting realistic goals is a strategy that can help us cope with stress. Creating schedules so that you don't forget. You're not, hey, oh, no, this brain can only do so much. Create schedules. You have a phone, set alarms so that it will remind you for whatever it is, put it on there. Put stuff on your notes so you don't forget because you're stressed out. Avoid procrastination. This one a lot of people struggle with. Avoiding procrastination could be a thing you really have to work on. You're procrastinating because you're overstressed. Oh, you'll do that tomorrow. And then you're facing other things, maybe not even as important. And then you find out that you're so overstressed and you're just procrastinating. At the end of the day, you're even getting more stressed because those things you're procrastinated on, you haven't done them, you haven't achieved them, yet you stress some more. Let's slow down. Again, another strategy of coping is learning to say nah, no, when necessary. Abuswa, I say you good evening. You have to learn to say no sometimes. It's not all the time you have to say yes. I mean, sometimes even that phone call, you do not want to accept that call. You can call them back when you're less stressed. Sometimes it's an email you have to respond to, but you know that I can actually say no to this one. Because you don't have to say yes to every single thing. May I see you. Learning to say no. Me, I had to learn. I never realized I was that person that would not say no. Hey, oh boy, I learned. Not every opportunity requires your immediate attention. So don't give it like now. It could be something you might have to come back to. And then the stress is gone already. Again, take care of your mental health, physical health, emotional health, and all of that. So, take care of your physical health. The body and mind are closely connected. Healthy habits include maybe regular exercise. Sorry, guys, you don't have to go to gym to achieving that. Because a lot of people just pay gym money, they don't even go there. They go once and that's it, and they've paid for the rest of the year. So let's not even go and be wasting money. No, go and buy skipping rope with that money and be skipping 30 minutes every day and see whether you will not see the result. Adequate sleep. Even this one, I'm guilty as charged. Adequate sleep. What is adequate sleep? People of my age make it. You're required by professionals to sleep between 7 to 9 hours. When last did I sleep 8 hours? If I'm being honest with us, because I'm not here to judge anybody. Like I said, when I was preparing for this, a lot was going through my mind as well. But we have to talk to one another to help one another. We have to enjoy our individual lives. Otherwise, what's the point? Allowing stress to just finish us just like that. No. Adequate sleep is required for our physical health. Nutritious eating, we have to pay attention what goes into our mouth. And staying hydrated, especially now that it's summer is summering for some of us. Get your water bottle out. Some people, they cannot drink water for the life of me. Is it that tea, coffee, energy drink, flavored water? They can't drink pure water. They can't drink natural water. It's like a burden. So stay hydrated. Try water. Maybe it's going to be your resolution, so to say. From today, I'll start drinking water instead of the energy drink, instead of the sweetened water, whatever it is. Christina, I see you. Thanks for joining. So when our body is healthy, we are better equipped to handle stress, and that's just how it is. Build a support network. We're looking at ways of coping and doing better, managing and all of that. We need to build a support network. We're not designed to face life's challenges alone. So who do we have surrounding us and help us even through this stressful period? Trusted friends, family members, mentors, pastors, even counselors can provide support and a bit of perspective so that you're not stressing. I remember some time ago, I had this client, they came in from work even, okay, let's break it down. Because obviously you're stressed. Let's break it down. Like today, you finish work today. What stressed you most today? Oh, this stressed you. How could we have done that or managed that such that you won't be feeling the way you're feeling? And together we have to put heads together. Okay? Because this situation might arise again tomorrow. At least now you know how to handle it or a better way of handling it. If you read Proverbs 11:14, it says, in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. So seeking help is a sign of wisdom and not of weakness. So if you have trusted friends, family members, mentors, pastors, counselors that can provide us support, take advantage of that. Don't just be suffering stress by yourself. Meanwhile, help is available, support is available to you. Learn healthy relaxation techniques. And I love the fact, it's not compulsory. Sometimes it depends on which client. Sometimes I might have to do a bit of meditation with them, just to help them relax. And I'm like, did that work for you? Did it not? Some will say, it's just okay. Some will say, oh, wow, I never thought to do this. Okay, perhaps you've tried it now and it's something that you can, do from time to time to help relax you, especially when you know that you're stressed. Just do that. So, learn healthy relaxation techniques, and they include like deep breathing. Sometimes you just have to pause and breathe because the times they are stressful. Sometimes it's prayer and meditation on the word of God. Sometimes it's worship. Oh, I do that a lot. I play worship songs, so I just worship myself, just worship. Walking can help. Reading for some people, journaling for some people, whatever works, find that and engage in that to reduce the stress level. Healthy relaxation allows the mind and the body to recover really from stress. Again, set healthy boundaries. Hey, not everything you have to do, guys. And until we face that fact, that truth for ourselves, we will just burn out for no reason. Stress often increases when we take on more than we can chew. When we take on things that are realistically, we can't handle them. But whatever it is we want to prove, I hope it's not like you can carry stress you want to prove, because high blood pressure, remember, we talked about that. So, healthy boundaries that can help us protect your time, preserve your energy, avoid burnout. As simple as that. And it's okay to say, I cannot do that right now. I need some time to rest. It's not a crime, it's you. It's your body. You know how you're feeling. Hi, Sean. How are you? Good evening. Thanks for joining in. It's okay to say, I need help. There is no shame in needing help. I know people may want to make you feel shame, but that's why you have to know the support network around you. It's okay. to say, you know what, I can't do this right now, but I'll get back to it. I need some time to rest and I'll get back to you. It's not a biggie at all. Focus on what you can control. Some situations are just beyond our control. That's the one we want to dive there. And that's why we stress out, burnout, fatigue, and all of that. Focus on what you can control. I cannot control other people's choices. So stop forcing. Stop stressing. You can't control the past. The past is the past. You cannot control unexpected event. You have planned everything, bam, bam, tick, check, and all of that, and then thunder strikes. And then you have to go and get another material or something. Were you planning thunder was going to strike? Of course not. Don't stress. In the case of, I bet you plan, okay, maybe there's an extra one or something, just in case. Because it's not everything that'll be within our control. Then we start stressing about it. But I can control my attitude. I can control my responses. So can you. I can control my own priorities, not someone else's. Especially when it don't matter to me. There's only so much you can do for people. But I can control my own priorities. I can control my own action. I can't control the action of the very next person to me. So focus on what you can influence and reduce unnecessary stress. Otherwise, you cannot control everything and you cannot reduce stress by wanting to control everything. Practice gratitude. This does help. Gratitude helps shift attention from what is wrong to what is still good. Yeah, First Thessalonians 5:18 say, in everything give thanks. In all, in all things, I think, we give you thanks. I don't know this song, can't remember the lyrics for the life of me. We give you praise and thanks even at all times. In everything, we give you thanks. We give you thanks. In everything, give thanks. Just thank God that you even have a job. Thank God that whatever it is, thank God. Shift the attention to what is wrong, shift it to what is good. Because whatever thing you stress, you have found yourself in that environment. It's not all negative. Thank you, Debbie, for the heart me. Good evening and welcome. So let's be mindful. A grateful heart often experiences greater peace and resilience. And again, dare I say, learn from Jesus, because I mentioned the people that have gone through stress in their lifetime, and the Bible recorded that Jesus lived a demanding life filled with ministry, expectations, and constant demands from people. Yet, he regularly prayed. He gave us the Lord's Prayer. He regularly would pray. He regularly would rest. Imagine when he said, let's go to the other side, and the boat was stormy. The disciples are like, care ye not that we perish in this storm? Because what? They said Jesus was lying on his bed, asleep in the midst of the storm. May we be like that? In the midst of the storm, we will sleep. That's a big prayer, guys. He prayed, he rested, he withdrew from the crowd. He would, put himself aside for a period. He maintained boundaries and he focused on his purpose. I remember one time I was teaching Sunday school. I said, imagine Jesus when he knew that it was about time to go on that cross to be crucified to be pierced and all of that. It just said, Oga Peter, yes. Yeah, they go poor, I don't think I want to die for this human begin or whatever. I was so sarcastic. And we're like, Jesus in the nightclub. Yeah, imagine he changed his mind. And he just says to Peter, John, James, all of them, guys, I'm going to the pub. I am going to have a party. I'm not dying for nobody. This ungrateful human, imagine. But he focused on his purpose. Boy, was he stressed. The things he had to run from place to place. He had to feed thousands. He had to wake the dead. He had to do a lot of things. So he faced that as human, but he focused on his purpose. Mark chapter 6, verse 31 says, "Come aside by yourself to a deserted place and rest a while." Even Jesus recognized the importance of rest amidst all the things he had to do, all the people's needs he had to meet. He knew when to, set himself aside and rested because he knew that the journey ahead, hey, he needs all the energy to make sure that he fulfilled that purpose. Fumilola Peters, I see you. Good evening, sake. Building resilience. Resilience is the ability to recover from setbacks and continue moving on. If you allow yesterday's stress to have finished us off, we will not be able to face today. So, resilient individuals, they adapt to change. When you learn to adapt to change, you find that it's not as stressful. But when you don't know how to adapt to change, you're stressing, fussing, and all of that. And it affects your mind, your emotions, your behavior, burnout, high blood pressure, constant headache, constant fatigue. Let's calm down and build resilience. Learn from challenges rather than stress from challenges. It's easier said, some will say, I get you. But once your mind can begin to grasp that, you find out that your body is okay with that understanding, and then you react accordingly. Maintain hope is very important. Seek support when needed. These are ways you can manage stress. I've mentioned a few bit before. Seek support when needed. Trust in God during difficult season. Even Isaiah 40:31 says, "For those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength." That's the word of God. We will wait upon the Lord. Wait upon the Lord. Let him help you through. Let him give you that unique idea, unique solution, unique strategy so that you don't keep stressing all the time. This one, I have been a beneficiary of this. Sometimes I just pray, even when I was at work, sometimes with clients and all, especially when it's a difficult thing they're sharing. And I'm like, Lord, underneath I pray, give me the right words to say, give me the right probings, give me the right, response or whatever it is. And I've had, but even me, I will be blown because of my own, I couldn't have thought of that really. And then I will even open my mouth to say certain things. I'll be like, where did that come from? Something will say, but did you just pray that God should help you? I said, wow, thank you, Lord. I'm concluding by saying this: stress is an unavoidable part of life, but it does not have to control our life. By recognizing stress early, caring for our physical and emotional well-being, maintaining healthy relationships, managing our thoughts, and trusting God, we can face life's challenges with greater confidence and peace. Remember, no man is an island. So, managing stress is not about having a problem free life. We established that already. It is about developing the wisdom, the resilience, and faith needed to navigate life's pressures effectively because they will not stop coming. So, I'm going to leave us with this key scripture tonight, and it's in 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7. It says, "Casting all your cares upon him, for he cares for you." It didn't say some of your cares, say all of your cares upon him, for he cares for you. That song. Cast your burden onto Jesus, for he cares for you. For me as well. Cast your burdens onto Jesus, for he cares for you. Higher, 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 Jesus, higher, higher, higher. Just cast your cares upon him. Let him give you that winning idea, less stressful strategy, such that you will feel the care of the Savior. And as we learn to place our burdens in God's hands, we will discover that we don't have to carry them all alone. Because even our trusted friends, but they might get tired. So, through God's strength, guidance, and peace, we can manage stress and live a healthier, more balanced life. Amen. That's my prayer for you and I. So, that is the end of my talk today. We have questions. Questions we need to talk about today, just so it helps us some more. Because if I brought one, I don't want to put us under stress. So we have so many more questions today. We'll be tackling in and out just to have a better understanding and to some are personal and if you want to answer that and some are just straight on questions that we can benefit from one another, our submissions. So number one is, what is the funniest thing you have ever done because you were stressed? Think about it for a minute. What is the funniest thing you have ever done because you were stressed? Number two, is all is all bad? Is stress all bad really? Why do you think it's bad? All bad? Let's talk about it. Again, number three, what qualities do you look for in someone who can talk about your challenges? What qualities do you look for in someone you can actually talk about concerning your challenges, whatever is stressing you? What would you be looking for in that person? For me, I think I know one thing, but I'll save it for later. And number four, how do perfectionism and unrealistic expectations contribute to stress, if at all they do? These are questions we're going to be looking at tonight. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Joel, I see you. Nay, oh wow, I see you in ages. Mm. Nuga Panty, I see you. Adasos, I see you. Good evening. Wow, Zoe, let's bring you up. Mm. 813, gracias. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, guys, send me an invite. Let's talk some more about managing stress today. Let's talk some more about it because we have to. We're just mid-year, and the rest of the year is gonna bring its own stress situation or stressful situation. And if you don't have strategies of managing those stress, it's gonna take a toll on us, probably not for good. So let us start thinking about it, talk about it, such that when life happens, at least we're somewhat in control to a level, and we're able to manage what we can manage, such that it's not overwhelming us, and we start feeling all this headache, sleeplessness, and all of that. So let's talk some more about it. Is stress all bad, really? I'm curious about that. I want to hear what people will say tonight. Thank you so much. I see you. Thank you, 813. Thank you, Debbie. I see you, Shan. I see you. Oh, the scarlet smile. Let's see. I don't know. This box should be open now. All right. Imagine we're looking at managing stress, and TikTok decided to come and stress me today by not opening my boxes for me. Oh. Sam of Poland, I see you. Good evening. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me see a thumbs up, please. If you can give me a thumbs up, please. If you can hear me, I want to believe you can hear me. Anyways. or some of Poland, you can give me a thumbs up. You can hear me loud and clear. Okay, nobody seems to. Thank you, A13. Thank you for liking the live. Yeah, I don't know. Joel, thank you for joining. Debbie, please type on there whatever is happening at your end because I won't know. I'll just be guessing. And Shan as well, please. In case I need to go and press some buttons. No. Mm. Debbie, I see you there. I want to believe you're there. Shan, I can see you there as well. You can type something in the chat. See. I refuse to be stressed today, to be honest with you. Fair share of stress today. Thank you, A13. Thank you. Be nice. Are you still there? I think so. I mean, I've given my talk. If that's all I do today. Bang Akila, I see you. Can you hear me though? I've sent an invite. I don't know if TikTok is allowing you to come. Thank you, Bang. Thank you. And Janora, I see you. Good evening. You know, let me just look at blend the music. I don't know what's going on, but it's all good. So yeah, we're talking about managing stress today, and I think maybe TikTok has heard the topic and decided to kind of stress me, not allowing my anyway. I don't know if it's TikTok or it's technical glitches or whatever it may be. But we're looking at managing stress as an individual. I asked the question: is stress really all bad? If you listen to the earlier part of my talk, I talked about the good stress and the bad stress, positive stress and negative stress, really. And we need both actually to kind of balance life. However, the negative stress, we need to put in more effort into managing that such that we're not too stressed out. Please beat by Pom Pom. I see you. Good evening, and I hope you are keeping well. Thanks for joining in. So I'm trying to open the box. I don't know whatever is happening now, but if nothing, maybe I'll just go into a worship session or something. Well, thank you all so much for tapping. Thank you. Let's see the breakdown. New time. Well, at least 132 people have gone through this live already, so I honestly don't know why. You can close it out. Um, if you're there, can you put on the chat function what is happening for you? Because maybe I should end it and come back again. Because even all the functions are not working. Guys, bear with me. Let me go out and I'll come back. Because nobody seems to be, maybe you're responding, I can't see it, but something obviously is wrong. So I'm going to go back and try to come back and be nice. Thank you so much for joining. Let me end this live and I'll come back. Something obviously is not right with the setting, so bear with me a second.